Yeah, at the very beginning of summer, I told myself that I would lose 60 pounds by October 18th, and I lost about 10 pounds. It was a lot harder than I thought. Before I came to college, I probably, 230, 235. Um, After my freshman year, I was 260 pounds, and that's when I'm like, no, I'm not weighing this much. I lost about 30 pounds since then, but it kind of fluctuates from 230 to 240. So May, this was my first month doing this, and look at how many fucking clips I got. And then here's like September, and then I got that many. In October, I have absolutely none.
It helps to have a goal. The problem is when people set goals, they don't set realistic goals. That's the thing. People set themselves up for failure. You know, I'm a sociology major to what's called McDonaldization. We want the here and now. We want quick. Because we think that we're going to start a diet and we're going to get on that scale and see tomorrow, I should have lost a pound by now. I don't understand. Most people don't understand the concept of what and how much. So you got to set yourself up for realistic goals.
My first week I lost 5 pounds. So yeah. And like I said, that was so amazing to me because I'm like, if I can lose 5 pounds in 1 week, what can I do with 6 months? You're like, I lost 5 pounds. I can totally eat this hamburger and fries and not feel bad about it. A couple days would go by and then I was thinking about how great that meal tasted and I'm like, well, maybe I'll do it again. And I did.
Yeah.
And then the documentary was just kaput after that.
Turn them bad boys off. It's been about 15 minutes. Hard-boiled eggs, that's what I've lived off for a while. What kind of luck I get with this one? Nope. Still missed. Well, that's what you get for playing with a flat ball.
Can you say?
Yeah, that's right.
All
This is my room. This is it. Nothing too special. Tell I'm a Cowboys fan. Unpacking, just got to see a live game. Before I wouldn't like to go to I guess games just because of having to walk up and down stairs, but like now I love going to games, just not without that fear in the back of my head. I just was kind of limited. I always thought about having to walk around and stuff. Within a good, August to about December, I had lost probably about a good 40-50 pounds within those first 4 months. I'm gonna say is what helped me out is just doing the cardio, just watching what I ate. It's something that can be done. I know it's a sacrifice. It takes a lot with yourself first. You know, everybody can tell you what they want to tell you to try and encourage you, but it's got to be in your head first off that you want to do it.
If you don't have a degree of willpower to start with, nothing's going to help. But I think it's probably real effective if you've got somebody that will sit and help you understand what your eating habits are and then show you ways to modify it.
You know, a personal trainer is kind of like a teacher. Like with editing, I don't want to fucking do it, but I'm going to have to because I need to turn into my teacher and I need it to be evaluated. You know, I think with that in the back of my mind, you know, I do have a personal trainer to go see. He is going to, you know, keep tabs on me and how I've been eating. Then I probably would be, you know, a little better. I asked myself, I'm like, do I really need to be told that I need to eat healthier and exercise? No, because I know I need to. I wanted to be my own trainer and my own like motivation, and obviously, you know, that didn't work out.
If you want your clients to be successful, you have to take care of them outside of just the gym. This is the easy part. This is the 1 hour a day I can control. You know, the part that I always struggle with clientele is the 23 hours you're not with me. You have to, you know, address all the different aspects: mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health, you know, everything. And, you know, to be healthy. Right. So, because, you know, you can be physically healthy and be a miserable person and not happy with your life and things like that. And it will affect your health overall.
My mom also just kind of, she also had a little bit of a scare where she woke up one night in the middle of the night. She honestly thought she was having a heart attack. But she stood up in bed and like sat up in bed and was just standing in her room. She eventually came out here in the living room about 3 in the morning. It wasn't an unbearable pain in her chest, but it was a pretty uncontrollable pain in her chest that she had. The pain eventually went down. And she went to go see a doctor because of that. And he said that it may have been just stress, anxiety. Those are normal things that can happen, you know, that still keeps going while you're sleeping. But he also mentioned a little bit about her weight and her age also, that she needs to kind of pick it up a little bit, kind of, you know, try and lose the weight if possible. And so that was one other thing that we kind of both just tried to do it together.
When I told my mom, she's like, well, that's great. We should get the whole family, my sister and her, we should get the whole family involved in this. I mean, my sister, she was a lot heavier, and my mom's kind of a heavier woman. So they're always kind of like wanting to lose weight. My sister is ridiculous. Like I think she's lost close to like 40 or 50 pounds. And it sucked dick because she was doing this during my documentary. Yeah. And she was losing more weight than I was. I'm like, you bitch. But I was happy for her. I'm like, oh, I hate you. You're awesome. So. Okay, thank you. Okay, can I get the double XL chalupa? A Crunch Wrap Supreme and 2 soft tacos, please. Great, thank you so much. Okay, you too. So this smells divine. Can't wait to eat it.
I eat less. I'm really not too concerned about what I'm eating. The amount is really what's helped me. I've learned to eat really, really slow. And whenever I feel that first feeling of full, I just stop eating. I'll probably set my plate in the microwave sometimes. Another friend of mine, we kind of made a commitment also there to each other to work out and just keep going to the gym. Obviously, as I stressed about earlier and talking about earlier, was exercising. This is definitely where I've been at, where the magic takes place, what's helped me out. I guess we'll go inside and see what I've been doing for the past about 14 months, I would say 15 months. Well, yeah, as I was telling you earlier, I've been out of town, so trying to get back into the habit of things.
What are we filming here?
It's a project for what's up, project. Saying what's up, usuals. And stretch a little maybe. Get the TV going, get my mind off of this. Cardio I usually range from anywhere 30 to 45 minutes usually, off and on, and then probably just move on to something else, maybe weightlifting, and then come back. I usually will come back and do another round of maybe 20, 30 more minutes on elliptical or just something else. Oh, I love it. I just, even when I leave here, you just feel so much more energetic. Before than you came, like, I was kind of getting a little bit sleepy, getting kind of winding down at the end of the day, and kind of sometimes you don't want to come, but after I leave the gym, I just feel so much more energetic. I'll stay up for another hour or two after I leave the gym before I can go to bed. In the sauna. Yep, so I'm gonna head in.
Cool. All right.
No one knows. It will remain a mystery.
So colorful.
I know. Oh, cool. They gave me a little wipey. Because I know I'll be disgusting while I eat this. I don't want to drink it, but that's all I got. Cheers. That's so good. When I was in high school, that was when I was really first introduced to Taco Bell. And there would be nights where I actually would, crave it. I'd think about it, and then my mouth would start watering, and I'd get that taste that Taco Bell beef has, that flavor, that distinct Taco Bell flavor. Disgusting, man. I will definitely get full before I finish.
Are you still finish it though?
Yep. Yep. Just go to Taco Bell and not order all this.
Yeah.
Like this and a taco. Because I know that would keep me satisfied, but I don't know. You go up to that menu and they have all those fucking pictures and they all look so good, and you're just like, yeah, I need to try that too. Maybe that's fat that on the side. I feel satisfied, but I could still eat. And I think that's what gets people. And I could put this in the refrigerator, but, it comes down to, why would you give this up? I don't want to get to a point where I don't have to constantly worry about what I eat. Problems with people that lose weight is they lose weight and then they, they get back into that routine of eating badly and then they get fat again. But my friend, he lost like about 20, 30 pounds and like, he's fine. We go out to eat shit all the time and like he's straight. And I'm like, I envy that. I'm like, God damn you, I want to get to where you're at, where you still look good. You can eat whatever you want, but you're fine. And I think that's the whole thing with metabolism. I don't know how he built it, but he did a good job.
Moderation is the answer to everything, because nobody can follow anything to the letter. But you got to have some healthy stuff in there. Right. But people have all kinds of strategies if they have the willpower to follow it that will help them lose weight.
It's not a healthy option per se, but it's healthier than what he was doing. So for him, it was a healthy option.
Right.
You see, everybody is different. So for him, instead of getting 2 Big Macs every meal, he got 1. Well, it helped him lose weight, Now, he's going to hit, like everybody else, you're going to hit a point where it's like, okay, that's it. You hit your threshold. Now you really need to start eating properly if you want to lose this extra amount of weight. Yeah. Or exercising properly if you want to gain this extra, tightness or muscle or whatever. But to start out with, most people these days are 30, 40 pounds overweight. So, yeah, you know what? Just start cutting.
The biggest question to me is how sustainable is that kind of diet? Your friend's got a big challenge in front of him. If when he goes back to some kind of diet like he was eating before, to see if he can keep that weight off. Because unless he's very, very cautious about what he eats, he won't.
Well, definitely, I've 100% changed. My eating habits 100%. I was just pretty much, just not watching whatsoever what I was eating. Looking at pictures, that I've just dug through that you probably will end up showing on later on. That's probably going to be one of my biggest motivations from here on out. I know I don't even want to get 100 pounds close to what I was, my biggest weight. So gaining 30 pounds is probably going to be a big eye-opener and kind of big attention getter for me, I think. I don't plan on it, but, I know it's definitely a possibility. If I end up gaining weight, the weight, some of it back, I know I'm going to work at it. And I know just definitely dieting and exercising is going to be a big priority on my list, There's no possible way in my mind that I've just made up that I would never get back to the size that I was.
You gotta be motivated. I never try to sell my personal training to people. Hey, everybody finds out you're a personal trainer. Hey, what are you doing on this? If you're serious, come over here and find out. I'll let you try it for free. Because those people that are serious will come to the gym. Those people that aren't serious, they won't. I've told clients, look, stop. You're wasting your money. Call me when you're ready. So if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Man, go enjoy it. It's your life. But when you're really ready, I'm here to help you.
It's really easy to get excited when figuring out the whole process of it. And it'll last a few days, but there'll be a point in time when you kind of reach a moment where it's not as important, and it's definitely a little bit harder than you first thought. But you just gotta work through it. You gotta keep fucking fighting and trying your hardest and your damnedest to keep going. Because if you keep giving up, you will ultimately give up. If you keep reading, it's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard, and like that's what I also had to realize, that like you need to get back on the boat. You need to keep fighting and working towards that goal. And it's always going to be it's always going to be a subject in our society. People are always going to judge the fat people and color and race and sex and all that stupid shit. But it's going to sound cliche, but as long as you're happy with yourself, good for you. But if you're like me, if you're a little self-conscious and you want to lose some weight, do it and just stay on that road and keep trying and don't give up. Don't look back.
before?
Probably not that I would have let anybody or given them permission. But yeah, now I'm not worried about it. I don't have that self-consciousness anymore.
How does
Like
that feel?
before. Oh, I love it. I don't mind being on camera anymore.
Now, your friend, you know, eating like that and exercising like that, he can do this for a while here, and you'll stay pretty healthy. But then he's young, also.
24.
Yeah. You know, the problem with youth is it's wasted on the young. Okay. So, anyhow.
Keep that one in mind.